Hello, I'm Mackenzie Sachs, and I'm actually a student at the University of Louisville. And I'm also an advocate for social justice. I'm here today to address the social problem of child poverty, and I'm also here to address how we can move forward with a policy approach. So, to talk about a little bit of child poverty and how it affects children. Child poverty is a social problem because of the number of children that it's affecting, and it's also very detrimental to the well being of children and affecting their health, their education, and the way that they transition into an adult. The magnitude of child poverty is pretty high. Currently, there are 11.6 million children that are living in poverty. The scope of child poverty is children who live in families with income below the federal poverty line. There are many programs that help to address child poverty, and one being the Earned Income Tax Credit, or also known as the ITC. The EITC, sorry. The EITC is a federal tax credit for low and moderate income workers, and this policy has been very effective to help reduce child poverty. But even with all these programs in place, there still is not enough being done to help reduce the number of children in poverty. It has decreased, but not enough. I mean, 11.6 million children, that's a lot. The policy approach that I'm advocating for is increasing immigrants' access to safety net programs. There are way too many strict and inequitable eligibility requirements that immigrants must pass before having access to safety net programs. And I think if it were easier for immigrants to access safety net programs and they didn't have all these requirements, it would be easier for them to be able to help their children out with the necessary resources, and there would be less children in poverty if immigrants had easier access to safety net programs. Currently, right now, there are around 21% of children who are living in poverty. With with the 21%, they come from immigrant families. But yeah, with making it easier for safety net programs to be accessed, for immigrants, it can decrease the number of children in poverty, and that would be very beneficial. There are several ways to make the eligibility requirements easier for immigrant families to get through to the safety net programs. But this policy approach is really aligned with social justice because I'm trying to advocate for the ones who can't be heard, and while also promoting human rights. Uh, that goes hand in hand. Like, you're working to reduce child poverty, and I think that this policy approach will be very helpful and definitely promote social justice.